It has been close to 4 months since Nigerian Islamist group Boko Haram abducted schoolgirls in Nigeria. Calls for unconditional release continue. UNWomen recently held a girls' conference at Kamuzu Barracks where the body continues to support the Bring Back Our Girls campaign. UNWomen Malawi country representative Alice Shackerfield held the recent visit to Nigeria by girl education rights campaigner Malala Yousafzai, as it will keep highlighting the plight the girls are facing while in captivity.
We are, still keeping the momentum of keeping the attention on this terrible crime which has been committed, the kidnapping of these girls, and also the messaging behind that kidnapping, that the girls should not be at school, the girls should be married. And so we want to keep that message up, not only because we want the girls to come back home, and every voice is important, and Malala's has been a very important voice from the youth and the girls movement around the world, but also remembering that we need and keep working on keeping girls in school, because this phenomenon of girls not going to school and child marriages, early pregnancy is something which is affecting incredibly the development in all the world.
The UNWomen country representative also supported the campaign to increase the marriage age in Malawi from the current 16 years to 18 years, saying increased marriage age will ensure that girls stay in school.
Our role is to support that advocacy process in terms of maintaining the attention and the momentum, and supporting civil society in monitoring and playing a role of watchdog to the government's responsibility in implementing that.
Shackerfield also hailed President Arthur Peter Mutharika for signing an international petition to end child marriage during the opening of the SADC meeting for Ministers of Gender and Women Affairs.
So that commitment is very important, and the UN, without the commitment of the government, cannot really do much. So now that that commitment is in place, our role is to keep pushing and advocating to ensure that the commitments that the government has made internationally and regionally are implemented, and to keep working together in putting in place the measures.
Speaking in an interview, Deputy Minister of Education Vincent Ngambi said government is aware of several factors keeping girls out of school.
We don't have enough hostels in some College of Education schools. So as a government, we are working so hard now that we should increase the number of hostels so that girls should not walk a long distance to school. They should stay in school, and that will keep them in school. And apart from that, the other problem we have discovered is we have a problem with the infrastructures, desks. Girls in primary school, most of them, they sit on the floor. So if they sit on the floor, they cannot concentrate on school. They are in standard 7, they are becoming big girls, they just decide to get married and stop school immediately. And as government, we are working on it, and the funds permit, we should definitely be through with this problem.
Ngambi appealed to corporate institutions to invest in infrastructure to motivate girls to stay in school.
Corporate organizations should also come in and help Ministry of Education to improve the education standard in the country, especially for girls.
Even though it's been 100+ days since the young girls from Nigeria were kidnapped by Boko Haram, many stakeholders from across the world, including Malawi, are still campaigning and supporting that these young girls come back home safe and sound. As we have seen inside this event that was taking place here at Kamuzu Barracks in Lilongwe, the representatives from the UN and government are encouraging young girls to stay in school and complete their education to be great leaders of the future. Reporting from Kamuzu Barracks, I'm Damondo Piri.